so chaotic.
Matt, can you just talk about the emotional night, especially late in that game, throwing the pick, then coming back, the 75-yard touchdown, what it was like for you, the highs and lows?
Yeah, I think that's the ebbs and flows of football, and you just got to play the next play and try and do your job to the best of your ability. And I left some plays on the field, but it is what it is. And in the NFL, it takes maybe 3 or 4 bad plays, and you'll lose the game. So the margin of error is very slim, and I guess when I have that feeling that something might be going bad, just throw it away, call a timeout, or figure it out and just try not to make a bad play worse. So I could have done that tonight better. I think the people around me played really well, and we fought really hard, and sometimes you fall short. So.
Hey, Mac, do you feel like you were affected by the strip sack at all? Because it looks like you guys were moving the ball pretty well before that moment, and not being able to get it going until late in the game.
Yeah, I think just you want to try and get in a rhythm, and we did that sometimes during the game, but we got to just play complementary football better, and the offense has to complement the defense, and special teams has to be involved in that as well. And I left a lot of plays on the field, but we did fight hard, and when you look at the big picture, you never want to say you're close, and it's hard to do that, but the games that we've lost, we've been 2 or 3 plays away, and I guess that's just how the NFL works, and I'm learning that the hard way. But we can't hang our heads. We just have to come back tomorrow, get up early, and come back to work.
Alan Siegel on the left.
Mac, you throw the pick six, then the next play you come out and hit Kendrick Bourne for the touchdown.
Yeah.
Kendrick said you have the ability to forget.
Yeah.
How tough is that for any player, never mind a rookie quarterback in the NFL, to be able to forget to go forward after a play like that?
Yeah, I think, when I watch the film, I always want to find ways I could do something better, and I'm sure there's something I could do better on a lot of plays, and that play was one of them. And you just got to play the next play, and you're only as good as your last play. So at the same time, you got to move on and just execute the play that's called, and I could do that better, and I will. And we can't just hang our heads. We got to keep working, and no one's going to feel sorry for ourselves, because that's never works. You can get humbled every week, and you just got to move on to the next week, and we'll be ready to play next week.
Mac, you mentioned earlier it's good to get in a rhythm. It looked like early on when you guys had some bigger people on the field, it looked like you guys were in a pretty good rhythm offensively. How comfortable did you feel in those situations, and would you like to maybe even use those packages a little bit more over the course of the game?
Yeah, I think that's just Josh doing a great job scheming them up, and he's a great play caller, and he puts us in good positions where our numbers are in our favor. So we just got to execute the game plan, whether it's whatever personnel we put out there, just do a good job of executing. And I think it just goes to show that it's 1 to 2 plays, or maybe a little bit more than that, that if you slip up, whatever the situation is, then you'll lose. And I think we're learning that the hard way, but we can't hang our head, and we just got to keep playing and stay positive and try not to focus on results, and just learn from every experience we have, and not feeling sorry for ourselves. So.
Mac, can you take us through that third down play in overtime, the ball on the outside of Mac? What did you see on that play?
Yeah, I mean, they overloaded. They try to bring a little overload look, and I just got to stick to my rules and read out the coverage. And, when I look at the tape, I'll really digest it and see what happened. But at that point, you just try and make a smart play and give whoever has the one-on-one a chance when it's a little bit of a funky look. So in the moment, maybe call a timeout or whatever the situation may be, just figure out how to make a positive play. And we'll look at it and watch it and make a adjustment there.
It looked like the defender got the face mask on Nelson. Were you expecting a penalty to be called on the play?
Yeah, I think it's football, it's bang bang, but when it's one-on-one and things happen, and it's not my job to throw the flag, and you just gotta stick to my rules and stick to my keys, and sometimes it goes your way and sometimes it doesn't, and you can't blame everything on the refs or anything. They call their game, and we have to execute our game plan. So it's a is what it is situation, and we just got to move on and find ways to not even be in that position to where we can be ahead, and we don't have to be in that position. So.
You said earlier, Mac, like you just have, you call the play, you execute the play that's called. So when Josh called that play after the pick six, like were you excited when you got the play call? Like, did it show you something that, here's the ball, go for it right away? Just walk me through a little bit, if you can, what that was like.
Yeah, I think you hit the reset button and stick to my rules and stick to what I've been taught, and you can't feel sorry for yourself. And sometimes it's out of your control, or sometimes it's completely your fault. And I wish I could have done things differently, so where we weren't even in that position. And I just have to watch the tape and learn from it. And it's not the first pick six I'll throw, and it's not going to be the last. So I have to learn how to bounce back and play the next play.
But you did that. Like,
yeah.
Were you excited? I mean, you had to, at least in that moment, feel pretty good about doing that.
Yeah, I mean, just like I said, next play mentality. Whatever they call, I execute it and give everybody a chance to execute the play. And that's going to happen a lot more, hopefully, in my career, where you have a bad play and you come back and you make a good one. So it's not always going to be perfect, and you got to dodge the ebbs and flows and just play the next play.
Last question, Mark Daniels.
Mac, on the strip sack, was that the hardest you've ever been hit in your career? And what was it like trying to just get up and compose yourself after that?
No, it wasn't, and I just got to get up and jog off the field, and that's part of the game. I could have got the ball out quicker, and that's on me, so I'll watch the film and figure out ways I can, get the ball out quicker, or, figure out ways to get it out or change the play or whatever. So I'll talk about that with the offense and find ways to where if I know it's a look that we don't want, how we can change it or whatever. But it's part of the game, and I don't think that hit. I mean, of course it hurts, but you just got to get up and play the next play. It's part of football, and that's the fun part. So, all right, thanks.
Thanks, everyone.